Right, as far as the tournament administrator, there's one thing you need to do before any of the fun can begin, and that is you got to create the cloud leaderboard. And it's going to give you a code, and you're going to share that code with all your scorekeepers. But here's how you create a leaderboard, and keep in mind that this is just get into GolfWiz, create the leaderboard that'll be used on the day of, and get out of GolfWiz, knowing that the leaderboard you create is going to be up there in the database tomorrow when the tournament starts, and everybody will be able to join it, regardless of what else we do here on this GolfWiz that's on your phone. In order to create a leaderboard, you at least have to have a couple players defined. So you can come into players. If you already have some defined, then you're good to go. We can continue. Just skip this next minute or two. But if you don't, you need to add at least a player or two. So I'm going to add a player called Temp1 just to show you it doesn't matter what players you add. We're just trying to create a leaderboard. So I just added 2 players. You got to have a golf course added. So go into golf courses, and hopefully the golf course you're playing in the tournament, someone's already entered it in the history of GolfWiz, and if so, you can search for it and use that course definition. So if you're playing Trump National, you can just type in a search term, find all the Trump, here's Trump International Gold, and if somebody's entered that, well, see, so there it is, Trump International Gold, you can just hit copy, and they've entered all the par values. Maybe they entered the handicaps. Yep, they entered the handicaps. So you're good to go if someone's entered the course already. If someone has not entered the course already, you really do need to enter the course data. So I'm going to do that real quick, but hopefully somebody's already entered it and you can just do the copy. But if you got to do it from scratch, you're going to have to say North Riding Golf Course, and this is not temp throwaway. This is the real course entry you're going to be using for the tournament. Find the slope, and notice here for the pars, everything's a 4. So you only have to define the par 3s and 5s. So on the front, 3 and 7 are par 3s. So tap 3, par 3, 7, par 3. On the back, the par 3s might be 12 and 14. 12, par 3, 14, par 3. And the par 5s, 1 and 9. And on the back, 11 and 17. So you're done. You've entered that. For whole handicaps now, you got to come over here to handicaps. There's pars and handicaps. If you're not going to use handicaps in this tournament, don't worry about this. You can hit save. But if you're going to use handicaps, indicate the hole you want to enter the handicap for. So tap 1. And what's the handicap for hole number 1? 7. See how it already jumped to number 2, so I can just do 7, 9, 3, 5, 1. And just keep going until you've entered all the handicap values. And once you're done, you're going to hit save, and you're going to be good to go. Mine's going to bark here because I don't have all the handicaps entered. So, but enter the golf course. So 2 temp players and a real golf course you're going to play. Hopefully you can search for it. But then go to play golf. And here's where you need to be careful. Let me erase. Let me go back. Bear with me, Mike. I'm going to go back and delete the scorecards from my earlier example. So after you enter the players, the temp players, and the golf course, you're going to come into Play Golf and go to Settings and pick the date you're going to play on. Maybe you're going to play sometime out here in the future. Maybe it'll be maybe you're playing on November 1st. That's good. Now pick the golf course you're going to be playing on. This is very important. Pick the golf course that you're going to really be playing on and that you know is the right course. So those first two things are very important, the date and the golf course. Then you need to select a couple of players just so that you can, and you know, if you've never done any players before, temp 1 and temp 2 will be great. Or you can pick players you've. This is irrelevant. You just have to pick a player or two before you can create a leaderboard. So you come in and you check the date, you make sure the course is right, and you enter a player or two. Now you can go back, say done, and create a cloud card. So if you come near the cloud card, you can say create new and enter the name of the event, Final Championship. Now this is irrelevant too for these purposes. We're just trying to create the card itself. But look at this. Here's your scorekeeper join code. This right here, SZZ Frank 68. When you do this, you're going to get a new join code here, and you're going to want to do that with your golf course and on your phone, and you're going to write down this code. And I'd just write down the code and send it in email to all your players, or at least just send it to the scorekeepers along with a link to that video. And then you just, after you type in the name, your chat name here, write this code down and then hit create. That's it. Now save and exit, and you are ready to go. You've created a leaderboard, you've got the code. Mail that code out to your scorekeepers along with that video of what they need to do, and they can come to the course ready to go. Just put in your email, say don't enter any scores after you've joined the leaderboard. Don't muck around with it. Just make sure you get your players and your team and the course and whatnot. So that should be all you need, Mike. Give me a call if you have any problems. Thanks. Bye.